Have you been scammed before? Are you frustrated? Are your agents turning you around and you still want to travel for September 2022 intake in the UK? Well, this is the right video for you, and I can tell you that you could actually process your visa by yourself without the help of an agent. If you're new to this channel, please click on the red button below to join this amazing community, and if you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back to the channel. So let's go straight into the video for today. Guys, welcome back to the video. Today I'll be breaking down the processes that you need to follow in order for you to get your UK student visa. Yes, you can actually still make it for September 2022 intake. There is still time, and you can do this without the help of an agent. So if you want to learn about this, stay to the end of this video so you don't miss any part of it. So let's just go straight into the video. The first thing you need to do is to get your application done. For this to happen, it means you have to research the school, research the location of the school, research the financial implication of whatever school you're applying to, research their installmental or payment plan of the school, because obviously there are some of us that wouldn't want to pay at once. We would like to, get like an installmental payment plan where we can pay a deposit, and then when we get there, we're working, you could split your bills and all that. So you have to consider all those things as part of you searching for a school. And then the next thing is you get your documents ready. So it is easy. You just need about 7 to 8 documents for you to apply to the school. The first thing you need is your passport. The second thing you need is your school certificate. You need your transcript. You need WAEC. If you have IELTS, it's an added advantage. For IELTS or no IELTS, you can use your WAEC, your NECO, or your GCE certificate. For Nigerians, but you could actually write IELTS. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. But if you don't have IELTS, use your WAEC. You need your WAEC, you need references, you need your CV, and most importantly, because when you don't have IELTS, what they used to consider that yes, you know how to speak English very well is your personal statement. So you need a very, very good personal statement. You need a very good standard personal statement. So those are the 7 things. I said 7 or 8. Those are the things you need to apply to your visa anyways. So you have to submit an application to the school. So after you've gotten the school, you've gotten your documents ready, just go to the site of the school, apply for the course you want to do. And applying for a course entails you actually checking out the course, if this is a course you can do, if it's a course that you must finish, and it is a course that you can be employed with when you get to the UK. There are actually some of us that just wants to go there, study, and return back and be useful to our country. But there are others that actually want to go there and not return. You want to be employed there. So you have to consider courses that can actually keep you in the UK. Don't get me wrong, because everybody will be like, that should be health course, that should be health course. It's a lie. There are so many other courses that can actually keep you in the UK, but I will be making a video on that. So if you would like to see my next video, you better click on that link and subscribe now. But anyways, so after submitting your application, usually it takes around 14 to 1 month for you to get a response. That is if you submitted all your documents. If all your documents are complete in the first stage of the application, you should be getting a response in 7 to 14 days. If you submitted the full documents, there are 2 things involved. Submitting your full documents but going for a different course in a different line or field of study might delay your application. And then submitting your documents and going for a course in the same line or field of study will give you a faster reply. So let's take, for example, you studied accounting and you want to go for nursing. You go wait. You can actually switch. I am not saying you cannot switch. You can switch, but you will need a lot of evidence. That is, you will need a very good CV, a very good personal statement, and most importantly, enough references to back those 2 documents up. Yes, you need that. So after submitting your application and you don't get a response from the school after 14 or 1 month, you need to send a follow-up mail. Now, a follow-up mail is simply a mail that you send to the school reminding them that you made an application to come to the school. So you'll be like, hi, my name is StellaSarah. I applied to your school about so dates for MSc Human Resource, blah blah blah, and I am here to get a response. Please, I would like to know the status of my application. Everybody knows how to compose a mail. So compose a mail, write when you apply, you're going to be given like an application number. So put in your application number, put in your passport number and your name, and then send the mail to the school, and obviously you might get a response. But if you don't, keep doing follow-up till the school responds to you. So after the school has responded to you, they will give you what is called an offer letter. So step 2 is making your deposit payment. So before you make your deposit, it means you've gotten an offer, which means you've been accepted into the university to study. So an offer comes in 2 forms. You have the conditional and you have the unconditional offer. From the name, I guess we should actually know what it means. The conditional offer simply means that you have some conditions that you still have to meet, while the unconditional offer is you are cleared of all conditions, which means that you are fully a student of that university. So congratulations if you get any of these offers. So for the conditional offers, they may tell you, oh, you didn't submit your personal statement, so we need you to submit your personal statement, we need you to submit your transcript, we need you to submit your WAEC or whatever documents that you actually did not submit in the first application stage. So when you've submitted that, the school will now ask you to pay a deposit. So the deposit depends on the school. That is why I said in the first place that you have to research the financial implications of the school that you actually want to go to. So some schools will take as low as 152k, 3k, 4k, 5k, 8k, or even 65% of whatever school fees. Remember, we're talking about UK, so it's obviously in pounds. So when you make your deposit, for you to make your deposit, if you're in Nigeria, you have to use a Form A. For Nigerians, you have to use the Form A. The Form A is handled and operated by CBN, so you don't need to have the money you want to pay in pounds. You need to have it in naira equivalent in your account, and then you go online, fill the Form A, submit your documents like your offer letter, the invoice, your BSc certificates, and your passport, your international passport, not white background passport, your international passport. You submit these documents online, and I will usually advise that you go to the bank with those same documents, because the internet is crazy. Network can disturb sometimes. You see accepted, but then later on you will now get to see a mail that it wasn't accepted because you did not submit this document. So when you submitted online, please go to the bank and give them the document. Let it be that it's the bank people that rejected it by themselves and not you making a move. I know some of us are lazy, but you just have to try. Go to the bank, because you want to jackpot, you want to travel, so you have to go to the bank and do those things. Go to the bank, submit your documents, let them tell you, oh, this bank will don't take documents, you have to submit it online, and you know you submitted it online. So after you've been debited, you'll be sent a telex copy. It usually takes around 7 to 14 days for you to be debited, because the system sometimes can be slow. So if you don't get debited after the first 7 days, or let's just say after the first 10 days, make it even number, after the first 10 working days, you go back to the bank and request that a mail should be sent on your behalf to CBN. That's the follow-up mail. The same follow-up you do during your application, you do it during the bank your deposit stage. So after you've been debited, the bank will send you a telex copy. You send your telex copy or your debit alert, your debit slip, back to the school, and the school will now send you your unconditional offer. For some schools, and they will send you a mail saying that, oh yes, dear Mr. George, we have seen your school fees and it has been accepted. And then you can now go to the next stage. Immediately you get to that stage of paying your school fees, you have traveled, like you've crossed a very big hurdle. You've crossed a very big hurdle, because these other stages are it's just you waiting for maturity. That's it. Immediately you get debited. In fact, immediately you put in your money for deposits, the next thing you should do is start your bank statement. If you're going for September 2022 intake, start your bank statement. Immediately you've gotten the offer, start your bank statement. So when you're debited, you start your bank statement. The standard bank statement that the UK need is 28 days. So you need your a certain amount of money to be in your account for 28 days. Simply, the bank statement or the proof of fund is simply a document that shows that yes, when you get to the UK, you can still complete your school fees and you can also take care of yourself. So you need that bank statement to be active or to mature for 28 days. Then you submit it to the school, and the school will give you what is called the CAS. I will explain what the CAS is as we go on. So usually it takes just 28 days for you to get both your, it takes just 28 days bank statements for you to get both your cash, and you can still use that same bank statement for your visa. But because of the recent developments, which is the Ukrainian family plan that the UK just did this year, it takes around 4 weeks to get your visa, which means you have to do around maybe a month and 2 weeks bank statement, or let's just call it 2 months bank statement for you to get your visa now to the UK. So you need a bank statement of 2 months. And please, the transactions you do in your bank statements are very important, because it can implicate you at any point. When you're running your bank statement, you have to be transacting. But if you are in Nigeria and you have a bank statement, please do not pay any money above 350k. Don't even pay up to 300k. If you have 300k to pay to show that yes, you're using the transaction as a business person, please, I beg of you, put 10k, buy airtime, subscribe your DSTV. Those are the transactions we want to be seeing. Maybe once in a while you just put 100k, you just put 150 there, you just put 200k there. Under 28 days, I think 100k should be like just once, 200k once, 300k once, 150 once, and it's enough. The rest should be 5k, 1000, 2000, even 300, even 20 naira is fine. And whatever you do while doing this bank statement, because if you pay above 350k, you might be asked to declare, to write a letter declaring what that money was for. So the thing is that you should try to avoid mentioning your business when you are applying for the UK visa. And for your bank statement, if you're using a sponsor, you have to know that just your parents can sponsor you or yourself, unless you're going under any form of scholarship from the government or anything, then you're excluded. But aside that, just your parents' account or your account. So the next step after the bank statement is, while you're running the bank statement, you have to do this next step, which is your tests. You have to do what they call the TB test. The TB test is simply tuberculosis test. Before you'll be allowed to travel to the UK or enter the UK, you have to show that you don't have tuberculosis. So you have to go for your tuberculosis test, and this tuberculosis test is done in the IOM Center, which is, I think, International Organization for Migration or whatever. International Organization of Migration. I'm going to put it on the screen there. I think Nigeria has just 2 IOM centers, which is Abuja and Lagos. The Lagos one is at Ikeja. I don't know where the Abuja one is. So yeah, you have to get your your TB test, and like I said, the bank statement will be used for both your CAS and your visa. So now, what is this CAS I've been talking about? This CAS simply means confirmation of acceptance study. It is a document that shows that yes, you are coming to school, and it has series of special numbers and digits that is allocated to you by the university. And trust me, without this CAS, you can't even apply for your visa. In fact, all the processes you've been doing, Olani. So you need to get your CAS before you apply for your visa. So the process of getting your CAS, there are some schools that will actually do a CAS interview. See, the CAS interview is just to show that you can speak English. I have not seen anybody that has failed CAS interview. I'm talking to you. That is how the CAS interview is. It's just you either looking at the camera or answering them on phone. They'll call you and they'll be like, hey, can I know your name? And you'll be like, oh, my name is StellaSarah George. What course do you want to go for? I want to go for MA Human Resource Management. Or why do you want to go for MA Human Resource? Just a few questions like that. They just want to hear how fluent you are speaking English. It's not you come to somebody's country where they are saying but what shut up, and then you don't understand that, like, why are you applying in the first place? So they'll be asking you some questions from your personal statements, and also they'll be asking you some of your course models, which obviously you should know. So that's the CAS interview. Is just like, I think a max of 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes, like 10, 20 minutes, and you're done with your CAS interview. And then you just wait for your CAS process, and then when you get your CAS, you don't travel. See, all this process I'm saying, I just have to break it down, but this processes can actually happen from now to September, and you could actually meet up with leaving by August or 1st of September. Yes, you can. You just have to start today. You have to start today. So after you've gotten your CAS, gang, just say bye to Nigeria, because the UK visa is always sure. It is 100% visa as long as you submit what you need to submit, and as long as you meet the criteria. The criteria is just as long as you followed all these processes that I have mentioned and you submit legit documents, there is no way they will reject you. But if they feel like anything odd, they don't waste time. You're gone. Stamp. And if you give them a very wrong document or a fake document, 10 years ban, baby. 10 years ban. You can't do anything about it. And if your bank statement doesn't, they don't perceive that the bank statement is original, 10 years ban. If you're short of even 1,000 naira in your bank statement, refusal. So that is why you have to take these processes and everything I've said very, very dear to your heart. So you need to apply for your visa. Visa application can be done under 30 minutes. So after applying for your visa, you book for your biometrics, you go for biometrics. Sweet thing is that there is no interview for students when you're going for your biometrics. Some people are fortunate, some people are unfortunate. There are some people I've seen that after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they call them for interview, but most times there is no interview. So just go for your biometrics. You look to the camera. My name is StellaSarah. I was born on 27th of April. And then you're done. And then you wait for your visa to come out, and then you prepare a bag for me to travel with you. I hope that I have been able to explain the processes very well. I know your book is full. I know you've typed a lot on your laptop. I know you've jotted a lot of things down. Now share this video, comment if you have any question, and I will do well to answer your questions. Share it to your friends that has dreams of leaving by September or January 2023. And if you're new to this channel, once again, please click the red button to subscribe and join this great community. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.